Our biggest contention and what we've been building for a long time has been how to get Bitcoin, or basically non-smart contract token assets, onto a smart contract blockchain. We have a particular way of doing it using collateral. So it's the first, pretty much the only properly, fully collateralized bridge. You may say that other, networks with stake involved, are in some way collateralized, but they don't have verifiable economic security because they're not really holding collateral against a specific Bitcoin position. Our role is to get people to use their Bitcoin in DeFi. That's kind of our fundamental premise of what we're doing. So we're doing that for Bitcoin, XRP, probably Dogecoin, use those assets, lend them out, trade them, maybe bridge them from Flare to other networks, into the Cosmos ecosystem, into the Ethereum L2 ecosystem.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Financial Times from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids' books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto moving up like clockwork, guys. We know on the weekend we're the only game in town. And remember, the narrative that they used to drop us down was Mt.Gox. But guys, don't forget, on Fridays, we have options. And the 5th, when they need Bitcoin as collateral, just happened to fall on that Friday. But as we can go to the CME numbers, we see volume and open interest starting to lift. Guys, it's like clockwork. Don't get scared of the dips. We're going to have these dips. But we know Bitcoin and crypto is not going anywhere. If you're new to the channel, go back and watch old videos. Then you'll understand, guys, it's an algorithm. Algorithm runs the stock market. Sometimes on CNBC, they will admit it. It's just an algorithm that runs it. And the same thing definitely goes with crypto. When Bitcoin drops, all the rest of the crypto drop. When Bitcoin moves up, all the rest of the Bitcoin moves up. Guys, it's a rigged system. If you understand, you can take advantage. Not your financial advice, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We had yield rates down yesterday. We had the dollar down. Right now, we have volume and crypto down. And we have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $390 billion, which the repo has been a big seesaw over these past 2 weeks. So, guys, make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis. And then plus watching Janet Yellen's moves. We know that's how they're manipulating yields. Yield rate should be way higher because we know the Fed hasn't cut rates yet. We know eventually they are going to cut rates, but they haven't cut rates yet. And the movie continues. We had Biden do an interview yesterday trying to save face from the debate. But guys, remember, this is all planned. He asked for that debate. Well, the campaign asked for the debate. You're watching nothing but a movie. Now they're talking about him dropping out 5 months to the election, which is out of this world unless you understand it's all rigged. Presidents are selected, not elected. And we have poly market bets on Biden leaving as little changed. But like I warned you guys, this back half of this year is going to be some of the most entertaining times of your life. And then plus, we have the drums of beating, which are biblical. We have the cyber attacks. We have this election. We have the Birdman. So they can pick any crisis in order to move the rest of this technology in. Remember, they want the robots, algorithms, and drones to take over this economy. This is a fragmented world. They have to break up this whole legacy market in order to bring the machines in. Guys, make sure you go to my TikTok, like and follow. Send all your friends, the kids. It's important that they get educated on this technology. And like I stated, the stock channel, I'm going to start doing gaming on that channel because you got the kids gaming anyway, so they might as well get paid doing blockchain gaming. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. It's not because it's not there, it's because they reject it. And we see in these times, we have all the knowledge right at our fingertips, but the sheep are distracted on things that don't matter. And we know the end result. The Most High will reject his children. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, don't forget about the spot Bitcoin ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale, which were all down on Friday at close. But we have Bitcoin ETFs get 143 million in inflows yesterday. So again, at the beginning of the month, we're getting inflows. At the end of the month, we're getting outflows. Just make sure you're paying attention to both. And getting over into crypto news, we have one topic, and we're seeing more and more politics coming into crypto, and that's how you know we're about to receive adoption. But we have multi-coin pledges up to 1 million for pro-crypto Senate candidates will support 4 crypto Republicans. And again, guys, this is nothing but the Hegelian dialectic. We know when it comes to politicians, they're paid puppets, but we're seeing crypto, which was supposed to, remember, guys, get rid of this current system, the banking, the politicians. Now we're seeing the major crypto projects are supporting the politicians, supporting the banks, working with the banks, not working against them. Guys, this was a big plan, and Bitcoin was used to bring in this digital economy by the central banks. Remember, all fiat dies. They had to move over to another system. Now this is biblical. These stable coins, these CBDCs, they can tell you what, when, and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. It is definitely the mark of the beast. And all you have to do is look at blockchain. And this gives the central banks to all see an eye. They'll be able to see everything you're purchasing, so they'll know you better than you know yourself. Absolutely no privacy. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the fourth industrial revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.